Edgar Allan Poe, an American writer, poet, editor, and literary critic, best known for his macabre and gothic tales. Born on January 19, 1809, in Boston, Massachusetts, Poe is considered a pivotal figure in the development of both the horror and science fiction genres. Poe's most celebrated works include The Raven, a narrative poem that gained him national fame, and short stories such as The Tale Heart, The Fall of the House of Usher, The Pit and the Pendulum, The Cask of Amontillado, and The Mask of the Red Death. His detective fiction, particularly The Murders in the Rue de Morgue, laid the groundwork for the modern detective story, introducing the concept of logical reasoning through a prototypical detective, Auguste Dupin. Poe was a part of the Romantic movement, specifically the American Romanticism, which was characterized by a focus on the imagination and emotions over rationalism. His works embody the darker aspect of this movement, often exploring themes like death, loss, and the supernatural. Poe's literary expertise spawned multiple genres, but he is most remembered for his works of gothic fiction, specifically his horror stories. He also made significant contributions to the science fiction and detective genres. His criticism and essays also reveal his strong command of literary theory. Poe's career unfolded during the early 19th century, specifically in the American Romantic period. His works exemplify dark romanticism, a subgenre that emphasizes the grotesque, mysterious, and psychological aspects of human experience. Through his mastery of creating atmospheric tension and exploring the human psyche's darker realms, Edgar Allan Poe remains an enduring figure in American and world literature, influencing countless writers and shaping the landscape of literary genres like horror and detective fiction. The Raven, written by Allan Poe himself, is a significant work in American literature that showcases Poe's mastery of language and poetry. The central theme of The Raven revolves around grief and loss. The poem explores the narrator's profound sorrow over the death of his beloved Lenore, which leads him into a spiral of despair and madness. The return of the Raven symbolizes the permanence of death and the futility of hope for solace or reunion with the lost love. The primary protagonist is the unnamed narrator, who embodies everyman traits. His deep sadness, longing, and eventual descent into madness reflect universal human experiences with grief. The Raven serves as the antagonist, an external manifestation of the narrator's internal struggle, representing the reminder of loss and the inevitability of death. The poem presents both internal and external conflicts. Internally, the narrator grapples with his memories of Lenore and his inability to escape his grief. Externally, he faces the haunting presence of the Raven, which constantly reiterates the finality of death with its refrain, "Nevermore." This conflict escalates throughout the poem, culminating in a powerful confrontation between his desire for answers and the harsh truths delivered by the Raven. The Raven is structured in a series of 18 stanzas, each comprising 6 lines. The poem follows a consistent rhyme scheme of A, B, C, B, 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 where the B lines create a musical and rhythmic effect. This is complemented by a refrain that adds to the poem's haunting quality. The use of trochaic octameter, alternating stressed and unstressed syllables, contributes to the poem's incantatory feel, making it memorable and impactful. Poe's composition is marked by its rich imaginary and symbolism. The setting, a dark and dreary room at midnight, enhances the poem's eerie atmosphere. The Raven itself is a symbol of death and mourning.